like to get better as a public speaker? I'm going to submit to you that if you want to be a better public speaker, the most important thing you need to get good at is not memorizing your speeches or making sure that you don't use word fillers. Those are important. Most important thing you can do is become a better storyteller. I'm going to tell you why storytelling is the key to you improving your public speaking, no matter what the subject. Number one, the best presenters are usually the best storytellers. Why? Because it's much easier to absorb anything when it is told in the form of a story. And when you hear someone who's a really good speaker, go back through what they said and notice how many stories they told during their presentation. Unless you're at some type of medical or science conference, usually the best speakers are telling a bunch of stories and you may not even notice that they're telling them, at least when you're listening. Number two, information is very hard to retain and is very hard to receive, even for the presenter. I get on stage and give speeches. It's hard for me to give a speech of all, I got to remember an hour's worth of information. But if I have to remember stories, it's much easier for me to hold it and give it to you. And it's much easier for you to receive it and remember it if I tell you in the form of a story. Human beings are wired for narrative. This is why every religious text you know of, all of them tell their points through what? A whole long story. And number three, build your story inventory. You want to have a bunch of stories at the ready that illustrate the points and principles that you want to share. Have them ready in your mind so that anytime you need to give information, you can mix it in with a story if necessary, because it makes it much easier for you to remember it, much easier for your audience to receive it. Work on your game.